Alrighty, good morning, good morning. I want to show you guys a pretty cool trick this morning about how exactly you can get new members on autopilot just with a few tweaks to your profile. So I'm just going to check the group here and make sure that this is streaming first. Looks awesome. So we'll get started. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so what you can do to get new group members on autopilot is you can actually go ahead and tweak the URL for your profile. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to go to the home page for your profile and scroll all the way to the right here where there's this downwards arrow. Click on that, and then you're going to click on settings and privacy, and then click settings. And what it's going to take you to here is it's going to take you to the general account settings for your profile. And what you do is you actually go in and you'll customize your username for your profile. So you can see that the name that I have here is, obviously my given name, but then what I do is I follow it up with my specialty. My specialty is Facebook groups. So the whole point here is that when people go into this little search box in Facebook, when they're looking for help with their Facebook group, because these terms are actually in the URL of my profile, I'm going to come up pretty close to the top here. So you would do the same thing. Like for instance, Becky's specialty is content. So she would use keywords related to her specialty. Chris's specialty is fitness, and he has a couple core areas where he helps people excel. So he could actually go and use, like I've used two keywords here on Facebook and groups, but he could use three. He could use transformation, power, fitness. There's a whole host of things that he could use related to his niche. So what you're going to go in and you'll want to have your name in there, but then you'll follow it up with the terms that are specific to your group and your specialty, and you can check to see what's available. And you want to remember to use terms that people search frequently, so you could actually go right in to Google or Google Analytics first and check what the popular terms are, or even poke around here in Facebook a little bit first too. So for instance, let's see, if we said Facebook groups, see what comes up. So for instance, let's check people here. Look at that. See, I'm number 2. Ooh, this other woman is in front of me at the moment. So what I would do is, this is actually a really great example for you guys. So, I put in Facebook groups, and when I searched people, I was the second one that came up. This other woman came up in front of me. So what I would do is I'd go in and scope out her profile and see what's going on and see what she did. So let's take a look. She used Design to Network, monetize your Facebook group. Okay. So, she did it a little bit differently. She doesn't even have her name here in her URL. I highly recommend having your name in there, but what you could do is you could put your terms first. So I'm wondering what I could do is I could actually go in and I could switch it and put, Facebook groups before the Marie.Seaton, and we could test, if I come up before her. So basically you're going to want to play around with it a little bit. And the cool thing about this is you can actually, you can switch it. It's not a one and done sort of thing. So, you go ahead and take a look at, what terms you might want to use that align with your specialty, and what your potential group members are searching for, and go ahead and put that in there, try it out, and see how it goes, and come back in a week or two and see about some tweaks if you're finding that you're not at the top when you go ahead and search. So what you'll do is, let's just tweak mine now just to see. I don't know if I'll come up at the top right away, but we'll check it and we'll see what happens here. All right. Trying to remember my password. Let's see. Hopefully that's it. All right, here. All right, perfect. So I updated mine. And we'll see if I come out on top over that other lady. If I can't do it right now, then I'll have to try to do it later. Let's see here. All right, we'll try one more time, and then I'll show you guys the other thing that you've got to think about here. So we're going to go to people. Oh, crap. All right, so this woman's still above me. So what I would do is I would go in and kind of investigate her profile a little bit more and see what else I can do to get myself at the top. And you're going to want to do the same thing. So, when you go in, you put your search terms in there, play around with it until you can get yourself on like this very first page here, so that people see you when they're actually searching the terms related to your community. So you do that, basically go in, customize the URL for your profile so that you're popping up when people are searching the terms related to your niche. Then the other thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that when people actually click on you and head over to your profile, what's happening here? Okay, so you need to make sure too that people are going to click on your profile, right? And you want to make sure that when they come over to your profile, they actually have a call to action so that they end up in your group. So what you're going to do is, hey Chris, how are you? I was just talking about you a minute ago. So what you want to do is make sure that when people click on your profile, they're going to have a call to action, right? So what I did is right here in my bio, I updated it so that there's a link here that sends people right to my Facebook community. And the cool thing is that Facebook has actually changed the bios now, so this link is clickable. Before people used to have bit.ly links and all sorts of stuff in there, and they were trying to come up with short, easy to remember links so that people could go ahead and put them in. But now you can actually click on it, which is really, really great. So you're going to go in, you're going to edit your bio. You're going to want to make sure that you have a call to action that tells people, exactly what you teach, and then you're going to want to have the link to your group right there. Because people will do that search, they'll come over to your profile, and then they'll actually be able to get right into your group. The other cool thing here that you'll see too is, see how it says certified Facebook community partner? What I did here was I took the function in the profile where it says like alias, or like for women, sometimes they put their maiden name, things like that. So you can actually put or it's like otherwise known as, you can actually put your specialty there. So, for instance, Chris, you'd go ahead and switch yours so that it has your specialty right there, so that when people click on your profile, they know, exactly who you're serving and, what you can do for them. I forget exactly where I found that, but I can take a look and see. It might be down in here somewhere. I'll take a look and see. Might be way down in like the recesses of the profile. Let's see. Now I'm trying to, now you guys are going to see my phone number. Let's see. All right. If you guys are just hopping on, what I did was I showed everybody how to customize your URL for your Facebook profile. So let me just click back over to that real quick so you guys can see. You scroll all the way over to the right here where there's a downward arrow, and click on settings and profile. Then you'll click settings again, and it's going to take you to the area where you can actually customize your URL for your Facebook profile. So you're going to go ahead and put in the terms that are related to your niche. So like I was talking about specifically, like for Chris, he would put in terms related to the people that he serves and, you know, what their outcome is. What are they going to be searching on Facebook? So if you don't know those things offhand, you can go ahead and do some searches yourself in Facebook and see what comes up, or go into Google Analytics and see what the popular terms are that people are searching in your niche. So you're going to go ahead and go in there and customize your actual URL and put those terms first. You can use, you know, 1 or 2, 3 is okay, but I try to keep it concise. 1 or 2 is fine. And then you'll put your name at the end, and then you'll have a customized URL that's going to make it so that when people search terms related to your specialty, your name's actually going to come up. And we were playing around and testing before, and what we saw was that you know, we want your name to come up like on this very first page here when people are searching related to your niche. We saw that my name came up second and this other woman's name was first. So what I had suggested was, you know, go in, see who's ahead of you, and see, you know, what terms that they're using that you aren't, or what they're doing a little bit differently, because you really want to bump your name up on this page as much as possible so that you're one of the first people that gets seen. All right, so the thing I was trying to show you guys a second ago was how to go in and customize exactly the alias that you can put in. If anybody knows, go ahead and post it in the comments. I know I had found it before, and now I'm trying to, oh, here it is. It's under nickname. So what you'll do is you'll click Edit Profile, go to your About section, scroll all the way down to Details About You, okay? And then you're going to scroll down to where it says Other Names, and you can add a nickname. It says birth name. Like I was saying, some women will put their maiden name, and I went and put Certified Facebook Community Partner because that's related to what my specialty is. So you guys would go ahead and, you know, put a title that's related to your specialty and what you teach in your group. And then when you do that, it's actually going to show up right here in parentheses next to your name. So the reason why this is super, super cool is because, you know, when people go and they do this search and they come up with your name and they just stumble on you, they're really only going to be on your profile you know, for a few seconds at most before you lose them. So you really gotta make sure you have those calls to action right away. So if you've got your link for your group and you've got exactly what you do here in parentheses, they pretty much know everything they need to know about you super, super quick without even having to go through, you know, all the meat of your profile and all that good stuff. So if you want to catch them in the first couple minutes, I highly suggest, you know, putting a nickname that's related to your specialty. You want to have your call to action here in your bio, like I was talking about. We're super lucky because Facebook changed this and now these links are clickable. So make sure this is the link to your group. Make sure that this is specifically telling people who stumble on your profile exactly what you teach in your community, or, you know, whatever it is that you teach and sell, and make it super, super concise with how it helps them. And you're pretty much good to go. And first thing you want to do is just make sure you do that URL update like I mentioned. And I go ahead and check mine maybe once a month. So I would do the same. You know, I'm going to be playing with mine now that I noticed that this woman's ahead of me, because I'm pretty competitive. I want to make sure that mine's at the top here, and I want you guys to do the same. I want to make sure that your goal is to get yourself on this very first page. So when people go in here in the search box and they search terms related to your community, you know, that you're actually going to pop up here on this page. So that's your goal. I hope you guys found this useful. If you just popped in at the end, we went through how you can actually change your URL for your Facebook profile and make it so that people will be directed to your profile when they click on the terms related to your community. So for instance, if you look at mine here, it says, you know, facebook.groups.marieseaton. Basically, you change it so that it's related to your specialty and what you teach. So I hope you found this super, super helpful, guys. And I will be back tomorrow with some more awesome tips for you. Have a great day.